Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I just woke up. We're over right now in Kyrgyzstan. We're about to go up into the mountains over that way, I think. But I have a really interesting adventure for you guys today. In fact, I should. It's time to put on my my kalpik, which is the traditional hat here in Kyrgyzstan. I have to get lower for the camera. It looks so interesting, but they like demand respect when you wear these hats. But we're gonna go up into the mountains, and I'm gonna go play some Komuz for you, which is the traditional instrument here in Kyrgyzstan. But as we're driving up there, I just want to explain this instrument real quick before you start seeing me play it. It's Komuz. I'll spell it right here. It's pronounced Komuz with a h, but it's like a Turkic word. But anyway, so I got this one a few days ago in Kyrgyzstan, and they look like this. It's got a nice little fluffy thing on the back end. But this one was handmade, and it's like the most expensive one that I could possibly find was only like $76 or whatever, because they're pretty cheap instruments because like everybody has them here in Kyrgyzstan. But they're really interesting because it's all like hand carved, completely done. And I named mine. I carved it in here. I named mine Komuz. And there's a reason for that. So basically, the story behind this, because the guy that created it, his name was supposedly Komuz. This instrument has been around for like 8,000 years in all this whole Turkic area in like Azerbaijan and all the upper stands. But anyway, so basically, 3-string instrument. It's made all of apricot, and also sometimes they're made of juniper. But and then the strings are made of dried gut, so like goat strings or sometimes they use horse guts. But anyway, so 3 strings. Both the top and the bottom ones are the same, and then up a 4th then is the middle string. And so I never actually got any lessons on this. It's such a unique instrument just to Kyrgyzstan. There's like also like the dombra and everything, kind of similar, but in like Kazakhstan and but Kyrgyzstan is the only one that actually has like this instrument. So of course I tried looking on YouTube for like any tutorials. Nope, no tutorials or anything. The only way that I could learn it was by watching other people play it. And thankfully, it's kind of a popular instrument in Kyrgyzstan, but nobody knows how to like explain how to play it or anything. So I'll do my best just to watch them and learn. But basically, there's like 2 different ways. You can use your fingers like this and go down, or you can just use your whole hand. That's the one that I prefer. And people get really dramatic when they're playing this. Like go and they tap it and everything. And if you're really, really skilled, they like to play it like over the back of their head, or they'll turn it around, or all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, so real quick though, I want to tell the story of this instrument. As I'm telling the story, I'll start showing the clip of us actually driving up to the mountain. But real quickly before that though, like I said, I named the instrument Komuz because it's all about a story of a guy named Komuz. So let's start the drive. I'll explain. So basically, Komuz was a hunter, supposedly, in Kyrgyz lore, in their myths, a long time ago. And he fell in love with this girl. He really, really loved her, but no matter what he said to her, it could never actually like capture her heart. And so he was so dismayed over this. He was so sad. And so what he ended up doing is he went on a walk. He went up into the mountains. Kyrgyzstan is famous for their huge mountains. And he was so sad. He was contemplating, how can I tell this girl how much I love her? And he heard a sound coming from the mountain. He heard a sound coming from somewhere. And he was searching around, and he found it was the intestines of a squirrel that was stretched between the branches of a juniper tree or an apricot tree, either one. And they were blowing in the wind, and it was making a sound. And he thought the sound was so beautiful, and it was conveying such emotion, that he decided this is how he could tell the girl that he loved her. And so then he cut down the tree, and he used the tree's wood to make it into the instrument, and he used the squirrel's intestines then to make the strings. And that's how the Komuz originated. He brought it back down to the girl, played for her, they fell in love, and of course, as they say, the rest is history. But it's important to mention that because whenever you play this instrument, actually in Kyrgyz culture, that usually they tell the story beforehand. So, like I said, the idea of this instrument is that it conveys an emotion that words cannot explain, or it helps explain your story. all the nomadic people carry these. It's such a small portable instrument that they can carry it anywhere. And before they start playing it, everyone gathers, they sit down, and they tell the story before they play. They tell the story, and then they play the music so that it can bring the story to life. All right, so let's head back up to the mountain. I'll go ahead and play the Komuz for you so you guys can hear what it sounds like. Such a fascinating, beautiful instrument, and a nice view where you can see the mountains and everything. So enjoy.
These mountains?
Yeah, you can just see the most dramatic ones. Ready?
Хорошо.
Good. Is it recording?
Yeah. And I will, for behind the scene, I'll give this.
Okay.
Давай.
You ready?
Давай.
I'll just keep playing for a few minutes, okay? No trip to the mountains is complete without making a snow angel. It's cold.
Should be cold.
Of course.
Okay. और अब खुद पीछे खुद आ जाए with this.
Yeah.
Okay. पीछे लगा लो. Okay. Ooh.
Go on, go.
Oh my God.
No, that's not a snow angel. That's a snow angel. What is that? That's death right there.
Oh, so cold. GoPro, stop recording.
It stopped? Did it die?
I say giving command.